Okay, so I guess I have to start it off by saying good afternoon. I'm coming on here to have a conversation about what's been going on in my life. So I decided to take a GLP-1 journey, and so far I have lost 15 pounds. Actually, it's almost 20, but I've been able to maintain like a 15-pound weight loss. I've been on it since right around my birthday. I've had a couple weeks where I've been off of it because, I've been getting sick and stuff. But right now I am on a 1.0 ml shot. It's a compound. It's a B12 glycine semaglutide, um, but I've been struggling with it. So I just took my first dose about a week ago, and I've had violent stomach pains, constipation, just really been miserable. And so I met with my doctor. I had my 3-month checkup with her, and she was impressed. Like, she was impressed with the weight loss. She was impressed with my blood pressure being normal for the first time in a long time. So she was like, I'm really impressed with everything, especially your blood pressure. She said, as far as the GLP-1, probably need to take it back down a notch, because I was at a point 0.5 ml, and that was just on a straight semaglutide Ozempic. And now I have a compound that is 1.0 ml, and the amount of pain I have incurred has been crazy. Like, so now I'm like, okay, girl, let's scale this back a notch. Let's try this all over again, and see how we fare out. So I guess I'm gonna go back to 0.5 and see if I can like wiggle my way back into maybe a couple weeks of 0.5, then maybe go up to 0.75 and see if that helps, until I get my body together, because that feeling, it was horrible. It made me feel like I was in. Sorry, camera went off on me. I guess I was talking too much, but yeah. Anyway, what I was saying was I'm gonna go back to 0.5 and gradually bring my way back to where I was, and see how that works out for me. I love the fact that for the first time in a long time, I have managed to keep off at least 15 pounds of weight for more than 2 months. That has been like unheard of, to keep that much weight off of me for that long. And it's unfortunate that it had to be with medication, but if you know me, you know my life has not been the greatest for the past couple years since COVID. I went through a separation and divorce. Um, I went through job stress. I've been through perimenopause, life change, just a whole lot. And some people are like, you're not going through that much. Your life isn't that hard. But who are you to tell me that I'm not going through that much? Everybody deals with life, and life changes differently. And this is what I'm going through. I've dealt with things going on with my dad. I've dealt with trying to figure out what to do as far as navigating adult children. It's not been easy either. So yeah, it's been a lot of life changes, and I have to say I'm still blessed. I have to say, in spite of everything that I've been going through, God has still shown up and showed out for me. Even when I thought, I just I can't do this anymore. I'm tired. I'm over it. God steps right in and takes care of me. So I have to say that I'm still blessed. Not without, some trials in life, but God is always there and helps work it out every single time. So I'm blessed. But yeah, now what I'm having to deal with is getting back the discipline while on this GLP-1 journey. Like, I'm working with a nutritionalist. I work with a nutritionalist, dietitian. Um, she's like a physical trainer type person as well. So we discuss exercise, diet, all the things. I don't know. I would say she's kind of like a counselor too. So I get to talk out some things and everything. And it's like, girl, this is what's going on with me. This is why this is hard for me. And she's like, oh, you got this. She's like my cheerleader in the background, my motivator. She helps me out. So, and then I have other people in my life that motivate me and help me through this process as well. It's been a little bit difficult, but I'm maintaining. And that's what's important. But overall, trying to get my health back together. I just recently turned 50 in April. And that was a moment for me too, because where I thought I would be at 50 was not where I was. I finally make the most money I've ever made in my life, but I'm not happy. And it's like, okay, now you have to decide what you want to do as far as that's concerned, because yeah, I do content creation. I love doing that. Yeah, I work in fashion. I love doing that. But the stress of it all, the people that want you to do other things, the people that don't want to see you be great, the people that have jealous tendencies, the people that really just want to tear you down and not lift you up. It's been a lot of that. And it's like, okay, I need something different. I need somebody to be like, you know what? I am proud of you. You know what? I love your life for you right now. And when people are stopping or trying to attempt to stop that, that's what makes it difficult, right? So you just got to learn how to do things for yourself. And I'm learning how to, no matter what, just take care of me. That's how my life has been lately. It's been, what do I need to do to take care of Charmaine? Forget all the rest of it. Because for 50 years of my life, not the whole 50, because when I was younger, not so much, but most of my adult life, I'd say from 20 to 50. So for 30 years of my life, I've spent a lot of time focused on making other people happy, doing things for other people, and watching, and sometimes not having anyone show up for me, right? It hasn't stopped me from being the person I've been all these years. I just do it a lot less. A lot of people have felt some type of way because of that. But I had to stop. I had to learn how to love me, right? Because when you love everyone else and you pour into everyone else and you're still on the sidelines, broken, tired, feeling unloved, you're no good to anyone. So during my separation and the start of the divorce process, I actually sought counseling. I met with a therapist. So we talked a lot of things out. I was able to talk about how I ran to retail therapy during that time. Um, and it didn't help. It ended up me having all this stuff, but I didn't have the care for myself, right? So I had to learn how to be like, okay, honey, that wasn't the route you should have taken. You should have taken a different route. You have to take care of you. And to go back to the spiritual care, right? Um, Ever since I was younger, we've been in church most of our life. I'm a Christian. Been in church most of my life. I had moments of straying away. And now that I'm trying to get back, I felt like I don't have that close connection with God that I used to have. Like, I used to have dreams, visions, I see things, I hear things. I felt like I had that first track, right? Like, anytime I could talk to him. I still can. I just don't have that closeness that I had before. I don't feel that I do. I probably still have it. I just don't feel it. And it may be because of what I'm going through mentally and physically and things like that. So, trying to navigate my way back to that. It's been a lot. It's been a lot, but I'm working now on the discipline, starting with the GLP-1, starting what I eat with what I eat, what I put in my mouth every day, what I do, as far as physical training, working on my physique and my body, because GLP-1s could make you look old. They can make you look old really fast. I've had a very nice look for a long time, but your skin starts to sag. You start to look tired all the time. It really starts to affect you. So just going back to self-care. Loving yourself enough to care for yourself before you care for anyone else. That's been hard because I have 5 children. I have 5 kids. And for years, it's been taking care of my family because I was it for the most part. Never really had a lot of support father-wise for my kids. But just trying to make sure they had was a lot on me. So now most of them are grown. I only have one that's still young. He's my rainbow baby. He's not a baby anymore. He's 14 now, but I still call him my rainbow baby because he's still my baby. But yeah, just now it's time to go back to taking care of Charmaine. Something I should have done for 30 years. Instead of taking care of everybody but me. For 30 years, almost, I've had a child. I was pregnant this time 30 years ago with my firstborn. So my maternal instincts kicked in, but I forgot to take care of me in the process. So I'm learning how to do that again. And it's been hard. It's been tough, but we're going to get back to doing that. So I think I want to take you guys on my journey with me. So if you're interested, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel and walk this out with me. And I'm interested in some of your comments. Like, are any of you on a GLP-1 journey? Have any of you struggled with the discipline of eating healthy, working out, and just maintaining everything while on this journey? And then self-love. How do you get back to loving and caring for just you? Even though you have children, even though you have a significant other or husband or whatever you've got in your life, how do you ensure and make sure that you have that time for just taking care of you? Like every now and then I'll do this burst of taking care of myself. Like I'll do my hair, makeup, I'll go get my nails done, my feet done. I'll do all those things, right? I'll make sure I grab myself some body care stuff, like all the stuff that you're supposed to do, right? I'll do all that stuff. And then I'll just have these moments of setback where it's like, ooh, and then I have to restart again. So, how do you continuously take care of you without the setback, without the emotional moments? Because my significant other right now is not very into emotions, right? I'm mostly told to get out of my feelings, not in a bad way. I'm sure this is the part in my journey in my life that I really need, because I'm very emotional. I'm very into my feelings, right? And sometimes that kind of smoke screens the logic, which I probably should be more focused on at times, right? So this is probably the best part of my life, and I guess I haven't said it, but the best part of my life to actually learn how to channel and navigate through the emotional part as well as the logic, right? So if you're interested in this journey and you have tools and tips and tricks, just leave them down in the comments. Let me know. Let me know what's going on in your life and how you've dealt with it. You know, I'm going through the perimenopause. I'm GLP-1, divorcee, redoing life again, back out on this thing, in a relationship. How do you navigate and still maintain and take care of you? We'll talk more.